Hello, hello, everyone. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm not used to seeing your name. I'm not used to seeing it. Whoa, that was a little creepy. Okay. I literally am not used to your name on here.
Butterfly in the sky, butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
I need to make that thing on the Discord because I like that. I want to do like the maybe we can get like a sticker or like a thing that you can put in there.
Probably record it and put it on there. The voice, the sound of it.
Well, no, not the sound, but like the
Animation.
the animation for like you know how I have the Trigun one, and he like
Oh, you know, like an emoji.
yes, that would be so awesome. Okay, so we're gonna add that to the Discord. I'm gonna find it. I don't care. I'm gonna find it. If I gotta draw it myself and put it in there, I'm gonna find it. But I cannot get used to your name on here, Scarlet Absentia.
I think it's new. You can change it.
Oh wow, it just told me that someone in the Discord voice chat just clipped it.
Huh.
Did you just clip it?
No?
Alright. Well, that's interesting, because we're the only two in the voice chat. Okay, did you join me? Okay, it's loading. Ooh, Redeem Hydrate. You know what? That is my favorite. I have my new favorite strawberry flavor in my Circle water bottle. I love it. What number do you guys think I should put it on? Should I put it on 2 or 3? Which one do you guys think? Because I'm always unsure which one I should start off with because it comes on pretty strong. So I want to make sure that I have it on like 3. Okay. I was going to say 4 maybe. I'll try it on 2. Also, thank you for being here, Scarlett and IR Coffee. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you guys. Love the support. Thank you for supporting me through my journey. Definitely. I love the support. It's good. Yep. And actually, I'm going to put it on 3. 2 is just a little bit too watery, I think. So, but I appreciate you guys being here today. You know, it is one of my favorite days of the week. Saturday. Oh my god, I love Dead by Daylight. You know, I actually hear a lot of stuff about how people don't like the game that much. And I'm kind of confused because that just means that they didn't like the game in the whole time that they played. You know, like that means that they couldn't like the game while they played it. I don't know. Like this is my favorite week. This is my favorite time of the week. Like absolutely my favorite time. Oh. Oh yeah, it's the 10-year anniversary.
Did you get the thing?
The rewards?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, oh, that's such a cool thing with all the killers. Hold on. I'm changing it right now. How do I change that? There. You know, I knew it was that there. Oh my god, I'm changing it to Decade of Killers. Oh, that is so cool! It has... We're gonna start here. I don't know exactly. Trickster, Legion, Huntress, the Unknown, the Oni. That is the Trapper. I cannot remember the electrical doctor's name. That is the Clown. And that... Oh, that was the new killer that just came out. I cannot remember her name, but she, like, can take her whole head and, like, organs out. It's really kind of freaky. And then we have the nurse, I think it is. I think that's the nurse. I think. Okay, so looking at some of these, riding Maurice. She's cool. That's so cool, like with the horse. And with all of that. I'm pretty sure that's Kate Denson. And look, then we got Pixel Trickster, where he's like doing his pose. Becomes a little pixely, becomes pixely, and then it becomes him like that. Same with her. That's cool. I think that's because that new map just came out. Okay, I'm obviously making it this, guys. This one is cool. Oh, and it looks like they might have chose like a character for Legion, like that's a girl. Oh yeah, by the way, I did the hydrate check. I gotta do the posture check. So you roll your shoulders. Make sure you roll those shoulders. It's nice whenever you roll your shoulders because it adds a lot of... It just adds a lot of movement. Which one was that skin? Looks like maybe... right here. This one's it. Yeah, that's definitely it. This Legion character's cool though. I like the shoes and stuff. Because I actually am a big I think it looks like Converse. I like Converse. I also like the fit. That character really reminds me of like I don't know, it's like it's supposed to be like, I don't know. I just don't know. Let me read the backstory bio. The Legion. Frank Morrison was 19 and had little to show for it. He'd stopped attending school after being kicked out of the basketball team for shoving a referee into the stands. Yet Frank was a man of potential who could light up a room despite his bleak childhood. At 6 years old, he'd been taken away from Calgary to start a circuit of foster homes. No matter how many times he'd lashed out, threw tantrums, and got into fights, they kept moving him to new, unfamiliar houses. His last move had been 3 years prior when, his last foster dad. I was gonna say it's a girl right now, so I feel like if you're playing that character, you just need to, I don't know, they need to change the he to her then. His last foster dad, Clive Andrews. Clive. It's Clive. Had picked him up from the adoption center. They had been on the road for 7 hours before reaching a small bungalow in Ormond. It would be the longest time they'd spent together. Clive was too busy trading checks from family services for drinks at the bar. This is a lot to read. Ormond was a small, stale place, a remote town of 6,000 inhabitants, where gray winters drag on for most of the year. Frank did everything he could to get into another adoptive family, but he changed his mind when he caught the attention of a beautiful girl, Julie. Julie was a popular girl who was convinced that she deserved better than a life in Ormond, and Frank was an outsider, was her ticket out. Frank attended the party she threw where everyone was younger than him and easily impressed, which he liked. He met the impulsive Joey, who liked to show off, and the shy, naive Susie, who was Julie's best friend. They would hang out at the abandoned lodge up Mount Ormond. Their time together was the perfect break from the boring conformity of their small, insignificant, everyday lives. Frank saw it as an opportunity to shape their lack of experience into something powerful. He lined up nights of debauchery and rampage, testing the limits. Bullying, vandalism, and theft were essentially their weekend plans. It came to a point where they would do anything he asked. Nothing was off limits. When they put their masks on one evening, Frank dared Joey to vandalize the store that had recently fired him. They snuck inside easily enough, as the building was supposed to be empty after closing hours, but a cleaner who was still there grabbed Julie as soon as she came near. Hearing her stifled cries, a dark impulse took over Frank. He rushed to her aid, knife in hand, and without hesitating planted the blade into the cleaner's back. As the group stared at Frank in shock, he ordered them to finish the job. Joey clenched his jaw, grabbed the knife, and stabbed the bleeding man in the ribs. Susie didn't want to do it. Frank shouted at her. They had to finish what they started. Julie closed her eyes and jabbed the knife into the man's chest. She handed the wet blade to Susie. They